Hello everybody, this is MKWii207 and welcome to episode 9 of Let's Make a Custom Track. Now today is slightly different. I think I received a comment and the comment said, why don't you talk over this, or something along these lines, and so now I thought I will. If I have free time, then I can just go spend 20 minutes of uninterrupted talk. Actually, this is 15 minutes. I thought it was longer. I may need there may be a bit of stuff added towards the end, and well, whatever. At this point, the video is 15 minutes long. So yeah, I'm gonna be talking over this, and definitely leave a comment telling me if you like this or not, because there won't be music anymore, or maybe there's gonna be some background music or something. So yeah, right now, I can say what I want to do here. So the whole concept of this town was it to be kind of a cave town. It needed to be inside of a cave, but I thought, you know, if there's gonna be like, there's gonna have to be light in here, there's gonna have to be, you know, kind of realistic light stuff, and also it would be really boring just looking into rocks the entire time. So I thought, let's make a little area where you see outside of the cave, and you can see that little flat grass area at the side there. It's gonna be kind of important later on. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to texture this and like do this kind of stuff. Yeah, so I've got like the whole thing, the cover finished kind of. Now I'm trying to, yeah, I'm gonna spend like a lot of time trying to figure out how to actually texture this correctly. I think I ended up with doing some kind of, what was it, sphere projection, and well, the top didn't work, so you'll see me remove like the top big face at the top in a second. Already not even selecting it. Oh no, this is the time where I'm gonna spend a whole lot of time doing bullcrap because it doesn't look good, I think. Where I take all these things and move them down, and it's not gonna look good because it's incorrectly proportioned. And so I'm trying it again in a different way, and this didn't work, and this didn't work. Oh boy. So I ended up going for a circle projection, I think, and well, the top looks terrible right now, so that's why I removed the whole top section in a second. I don't know why I did it so weirdly, I don't know. But yeah, so I tried something else, which also doesn't work in any kind of way. It seemed like it could have worked, but it didn't. It's all messed up. Alright, so I think at this point, I'm going to remove the top thing. I still don't. Yeah, here we go. So this whole top section kind of screwed up because it's just terrible. So yeah, also adds more kind of realistic thing, because like there's more light that can come into the cave right now, so I guess that's something. And here I'm just kind of connecting the outside area to the cave itself, with a few crappy low quality faces, but like, you know, I mean, it's background detail. You can drive over to it and have a look at how terrible it actually is, but I mean, it's so far away from the actual track. When you're actually driving, you're not gonna notice it, but I at least, like, you know, kind of make it connect to the cave itself, so you can't actually see that the cave itself has no backside. So I try to kind of make it look like there's at least something to the cave. Also, I noticed that adding something over your model, like a roof or ceiling and stuff like this, makes it really hard to edit. So at some point I will like select everything and separate it from the rest. I think that's, yeah, I did it right now. So yeah, it's separated from the rest, so I can actually disable it if necessary. I think I'm adding a camera right now. Oh, this was the stupid thing where I'm trying to look around, but it's not really, like, again, I wanted to actually get a good shot of this, but it's really hard to position the camera. Well, alright, so here I noticed that some things were incorrect, but there we go. So here's like the whole cave. Oh, there's another little error fix. Alright, so this is the whole thing, pretty much the cave thing done. Now there's more that I wanted to do, is of course get this all set to grass, and so you know, so it's actually grass. What am I gonna do next? There's a whole load of stuff that I'm doing in this. I think this is the end of the first section. You'll see the time jump from 7:30 is like when I needed to go to badminton training. So when I'm back, it's 9 now. So done badminton. So I thought, you know, might as well do this. So yeah, you see the little river thing. You know, I thought of adding a river, but then I never finished it. But I had this idea all along of kind of creating a waterfall. I think again a comment said something of the waterfall, but it said like driving through water, whatever. So the comment of the waterfall inspired me to make a waterfall. So yeah, it's a really crappy detail. Is there, you know, I mean, it's so high up, it's so far in the distance on the wall. I mean, there has to be some way for the water to get into the river, right? So I thought just adding kind of a crappy waterfall-ish thing. I mean, what else can I say? And the texturing didn't really work out, but now in the end I'm gonna remove the sections there on the top anyway, because you're not gonna be able to see from above there anyway. So that's why would I even bother texturing or even making that? You'll see me remove it. I also have to make this thing a bit thinner so it falls properly into the waterfall. As you can see, slightly too big, and water doesn't shrink. It actually flows more outwards if you pour it downwards. So, you know, I'm doing a bit of physics realism here. So yeah, I add a waterfall texture, which I had already properly added into the correct folder. There we go. It's actually like a waterfall texture from like was it like DK Jungle? Is it DK Jungle Pass? Did I forget the name? I forgot the. You know, whatever. It's a track on the Wii. You know, DK Jungle, is it? Did I say pass? I don't know if it... whatever. So now I'm adding kind of a thing that goes down so you don't see nothing when you look at it from the other side. But yeah, you know, whatever. So now there's a waterfall, and now there's this area. The river's going to just go into nothing. And it's kind of a crappy solution. It's just making the walls go into a point and just having the rest kind of flow into it. Yeah, I mean, it's not the prettiest, especially if you go drive towards it and have a look. I mean, I'm gonna let you explore everything, so, you know, texturing is kind of annoying because the texture is done using the circle sphere projection mode, and so I'm gonna have to manually adjust the texture of this specific wall section. So it's you know, I mean, it's so far away, it's not like it actually matters, but, you know. Alright, and people say like, wow, it looks really good, but to me, I'm just kind of doing whatever I learned over the past few years. I mean, I've never tried creating like a track especially as detailed as this. I'm just doing what I can with my knowledge of this program Blender that I've, you know, gotten in the last few years. But honestly, yeah, there's still a lot that I don't know, and you'll sometimes see me stop and to look things up. Texture, I don't know which way the texture's oriented, so I have to flip around a couple times. There we go, it lines up, and I mean, it's not pretty, but yeah, it works. It works. So what comes next again? I don't quite. Oh yeah, okay. So look, this is kind of a nice thing that I thought of adding. Kind of a details in the background. So I'm making really small kind of flat versions of the houses. So this is kind of supposed to be a house, and it's gonna be really small because the smaller it looks, even though like it's pretty close to you, if you don't actually drive towards it, which you can kind of ruin the whole thing for yourself, but if you don't drive towards it, you'll probably think that this house is like pretty far away because it's so small. This is something that like even Disney uses in their parks. If you look at the Disney, it's some trivia right here that I knew from the internet as well. If you look at like the Disney castles and Disney worlds and stuff, the top of it is always really small. If you like, it's actually very thin. The tower at the top is really thin because if they make it smaller, it looks further away. So, you know, it's because of how your brain knows that things further away are smaller. and so when things are smaller, it's further away. So it just makes it look like you can see really far over the edge. Right now, I think I'm looking up a few textures. I think I'm looking up a few textures and copying them. So this one pair of houses wasn't. Oh, we'll do it in a second. All right. So yeah, I was looking up textures. So right here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select all this and make it a background. I'll just take the forest from DK Jungle Parkway. Is it? What is Parkway? That's what it is. That's the name I forgot. So as you can see, I put like really small trees. If you like move them forward, you'd probably notice that it's not that big. But just adding a bit of detail, like it's like when you're driving on the track, you can see the background and you're like, wow, everything, like it's a real world. It's not like there's nothing outside. I just wanted to add a little bit of detail here. Same with these trees, so they don't look connected to the background completely. I just wanted it to be like a real world. You look outside the cave and it's like there's actually trees in the forest out there. It's has a few houses. There's also other towns in the distance. So yeah, that's just my idea behind this all. So yeah, I think right now I'm looking up the texture for the grass on the side of the mountain, which I'm gonna implement into the first section of the level as well, because I forgot at the time. But yeah, also I'm gonna change like the textures. So as you can see, the grass texture is pretty dark. The grass texture is kind of bright, and the road texture is kind of not bright enough. So there we go. I just kind of adjust the textures, brightnesses, and contrast to make it look like it's the same type of grass, so it doesn't look disconnected from the rest. So it's yeah, there we go. I look if the textures are about equal in color, and they are. So now we create kind of the little edge thing that is like little edge thing of grass, so it doesn't look like the grass just stops, but actually it looks like it's just kind of hanging down. This is used all over Mushroom Gorge. These textures are from Mushroom Gorge, so so like the tops of the mountains have grass on it, but it doesn't look like it's disconnected. Oh, here's another section. We're already here. Oh wow, it goes fast. So I actually stopped. I thought I was done for today, but I noticed I was looking at the final image. Wow, my computer is having a hard time loading the video right now. Hope it doesn't desync. But yeah, so I was looking at the final render. So the video was about done till there. It was around 12 minutes, so there's a few extra minutes for you, because I noticed I had the idea of adding fences and I somehow forgot about them, so now I add the fences. Oh, the frame rate for me is really choppy, but I hope it doesn't desync, so it doesn't matter. I know what's happening anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's choppy or not. I make this kind of into the wall so you can't just jump across, but I'll probably make everything explorable. I hope that like Troy, when he does rate that custom track or something, he tries to get into like the area that's blocked off by the fences, because it would theoretically be possible. I think if you have mushrooms and jump over the gap where it's like right here where there's a curve, right, you might be able to just kind of jump right along here and try to get to the other side. I mean, it's I'll let you explore, but the lap won't count. So I don't want shortcuts. So the lap checkpoints are going to be like where the river is, so or just where that is. So you don't need. So you need to actually get through this corner. You can't just jump over the water. You could do like Bump Fest. You can just like shoot someone all the way across the track. But all right, so. Yeah, here's, it's just the fences. I mean, is there much to say about this? Just adding fences that go along the things. I could edit that, but I just make the fences go along the polygons that I already have. So it's just, I'm lazy. Okay, Like, if I do that, I have to redo all the texturing for the grass, so, you know, I'm lazy. It's not like the grass would take very long, it's just selecting all the grass again. Because you can select by texture, so it's not actually really hard to select all the grass. So you just select all the grass and unwrap it again. But no, I'm lazy. Yeah. All right. So I think that's about the end. We're about to reach the final thing. Thanks for watching. Definitely leave in the comments below if you enjoyed this commentary or not. And I'll see you guys in the next video.